Hi, this is Bruce Pratt from Jackson, Michigan again. This is my Cozy 3 with Jan's 150 Honda engine. I'm just going to go over my installation compared to a normal tractor installation, being on a pusher instead of a tractor. This is normally not here. This is one of the cooling to the gearbox. Intake comes off of the NACA duct on the lower cowl. That would be the second one up. The lower one goes up to the air cleaner intake. Nothing unusual. Everything's pretty much Jan's supplied the engine mount. I gave him the dimensions, and he located the engine where it needed to be, pretty much the same as an 0320. We got the two reservoirs. One's just a breather reservoir for the gearbox, and the upper one is the antifreeze. The radiator connections, Jerry can get in there to the little tighter. That's the radiator fan. The radiator mounts just off of these little tabs. For the lower one, there's one for the upper one that goes to the couple Lord mounts on top of the radiator. The throttle linkage here comes directly through an electrical outlet through the firewall up to the throttle body. And then just a note, there's spacers on the engine mount that if you want to change the tilt, the thrust, you got a degree or two adjustment in that. I'm in the middle of an annual, so we did the gearbox oil, changed the engine oil, just Mobil 1. All the radiator lines are Jan's, pretty much just like a tractor, other than going to the radiator in a slightly offset vertical position. The only thing we changed was the muffler. We added a 45 in it to get it coming out the normal engine exhaust. This side of the radiator, you can see the lower radiator inlet or outlet. Also, the radiator connection up for the lower part of the radiator is here. This is a curve off of the NACA duct, bottom of the cowl. That's the large NACA duct that's only a 3 by 12 inch inlet to the radiator. It's a pressure box. And then these are the fuel vent lines from the tank. And that's pretty much it back here. We can go around to the front. Before we do, we can look at this is the positive and then negative engine lugs for the batteries. And then we'll go around to the front and I'll show you the location of the ECU and batteries. Here we are, we're in the back of the plane, back seat or the trunk. We've got the batteries, both batteries, orange over top of the spar with the 2 relays and 2 terminal strips. The 2 upper lugs that go through the firewall for the positive and the negative to the engine. We've got 2 fuel lines up there. One's a fuel vent off the mini tank with the 2 fuel pumps in it, and the larger line is the fuel line up to the engine. Then on the left there, we've got the ECU. It just basically lays in there with fuel gauge next to it. And then down on the lower left, we've got fuel filters. We've got 1 for each tank, 1 for the main engine off the fuel pumps. Okay, in the back, right behind the passenger seat, is the mini tank with the 2 fuel pumps in it. We use 2 pumps for takeoff and landing and 1 pump for cruise. And that's pretty much it back here in the back. Jan's Engine packages are pretty much plug and play. They don't leave, you watch his videos, you see everything you need to know, other than figuring out where I want to put the fuel pumps and the mini tank and what kind of tank you want. That's pretty much your decisions. Everything else is self-explanatory, especially you watch his videos, you're going to have it all figured out. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you later.